Shalom. I want to say, call Elohim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Mukakadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, who the word inly calls God, in the name of Yahushua, who the word inly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. I want to give double honors to the elders, apostles, a great millstone, more learning truth, and who rule well. I want to say shalom to you sincere brothers out there pushing his word in sincerity and truth. Shalom. And I was going to do a quick video. I had a dream earlier today about basically like this vision of Jacob's trouble and the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip or whatever word or acronym, whatever they want to come out and use, the so-called, the microchip they want to come out, which is indeed the mark of the beast in Revelation 13th chapter. And we're gonna get that precept, but I'm just gonna get to the dream and vision I had of basically all hell breaking loose, and it was primarily focused on that chip, like that. For where I was at my old high school I graduated from. Again, I'm a young brother, so I'm well, not high school I graduated from, one of the high schools I went to. Okay, and because I'm a young brother, I usually just turned 20, so I was at the high school, and it was a bunch of people there. It was like hundreds of people there. It was a bunch of people in the parking lot. There was a bunch of people inside the school, and I don't know why I was there, but that was just the beginning, the setting of this dream. And nevertheless, it was like kind of like how the scriptures say it would be as the before the days of Noah during the flood, how they ate and they drank, et cetera, et cetera. That's how the same day is coming the Son of Man would be, and also to the upcoming events to Yahweh before Yahushua gets here. We all know as brothers in his truth that one of the big things that has to happen before Yahushua comes back is the mandatory that RFID chip, the mark of the beast, being mandatory, right? So so basically, we was like I said before, it was like calm, everything was cool. Then all of a sudden, it was like like a snap, and then like everything in the atmosphere just changed. Like it went from a calm state to just confusion, like confusion and fear just like consumed the air, like the atmosphere. Everybody had a confused look. You had troops. I actually took some notes because as soon as I usually don't remember my dreams, so as soon as I woke up from the little vision or dream, whatever, I immediately went to my phone and wrote some notes down. So I'm trying to hit these points, But basically, first off, I saw troops. Like how brothers, brothers play video games, etc. Brothers know about the army and stuff. It'll have those like military Humvees with like the machine guns on top, the turrets on top, and it has like that little hole for a person could shoot, a military troop, whatever could be on top. They had like a bunch of those trucks like surrounding the school, right? But they weren't shooting. What they were doing is while everybody was panicking and everybody was like running around, uh, um, knocking each other over and stuff. So I remember I was with my brother, and I went and I grabbed him and let him know, like, look, Jacob's trouble was happening. We need to go. So I went back into school, came out and got him, and because it was so many people around, and then like they were like, so the troops were surrounding the school, right? But they, like I said before, they weren't shooting yet. They were cutting off and putting up blockades or whatever. And just basically with their guns out, it was some troops on the ground. Like I said, for some military Humvees were surrounding the school, and basically they were trying to scare everybody to go back into the school, but everybody was just running around, right? And they were, and I took that symbolically as that school being like a FEMA camp or like something like a big stadium or whatever for the when Esau's gonna come have these troops, try to gather people to FEMA camps. But basically, these people were scared, so they were running back into the school. But multiple things were happening all at one time. Like I said before, it was complete chaos and panic everywhere. And these troops, they like I said before, they're trying to corner people off. And like it's like it says, a man so desire to go into a city should not be able to. They were just trying to cut everything off to get these people could get us trapped in this one like location, so they could like establish their little, like I said, for FEMA camp or whatever. And like I said before, in the midst of all this, I had people coming up to me, and I don't know, I guess afterwards, what my understanding came from it, this was symbolic of people are going to be seeking the prophets, get understanding when this happens, because like it tells you in Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33, and when this comes to pass, lo, there will come, then shall they know a prophet has been among them, starting with like elders, apostles, great millstone, you know, they've been telling our people and telling the whole world in general what Esau is about to do, and these people make mock and scorn, they make light of it. But when this was going down, I remember specifically, I had like two or three people. It was more than that, but I remember two or three people at one time they ran up and said that the mark of the beast, they're putting chips in people's head. This mark of the beast, and it's like it was heathens too. It wasn't just Israelites. It was heathens. It was a mix. Like the troops didn't care. They didn't. We all know, like it tells you in the scriptures. I'm gonna get I tell you, second Ezra 16th chapter, they're gonna specifically come for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you biblical Israelites. But nevertheless, I mean, they didn't care about anything. If you were a so-called U.S. citizen, if you were not one of their troops, you were getting about to get rounded up and and they were trying to force an RFID chip or microchip in you, you know. And they basically people were running up to me saying it's a chip, it's a chip. They're trying to put it, they're putting chips in people's heads. So I guess some people were already lining up to take it because they were afraid or whatever. But nevertheless, throughout the midst of all that chaos, I mean, I was trying to find a way out because like it was so much chaos. Like if you didn't know what was going on, that's why people were panicking because they don't know the scriptures like we do. No, they weren't blessed with the especially these heathens as well as two thirds who rejected this truth. They don't understand these prophecies, so they don't understand what's going on. So that's what made me calm. My body was like anxious or whatever. Because it's just all hell just randomly broke loose. But I remember specifically, I remember I had the names. I was like before I was anxious, but then I remember specifically. I remember uh I would calm me down and get me calm was I kept thinking in my head Yahweh Yahweh Shai Yahweh Yahweh Shai Yahweh 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 Shai. I kept saying that over and over and over again, in my head. And then I start calming down. I say, look, okay, I need to find a way to get out of this situation, right? Because again, I'm in the middle of all this panic and there's troops coming. I'm trying to figure a way to get out of here. And then it was completely spiritual, like it's kind of hard to describe, but like basically the spirit like led me and my brother, and we looked around to see a way out, and we saw this one like tight little exit, which it's like we were the only. It was spiritual because we were the only one who could see it. Everybody else was either running back into the school, running at the troops, or just panicking, screaming, people knocking each other over, and then we were the only one who saw this little path, right? And it was spiritual, like it was like I don't know. It was symbolic. You know how the scripture says, "Entering ye at the straight gate, for wide is the path that leads to destruction." But like it was like me and my brother, that we were the only people who could see this path, right? We were the only people who could see this path. And it was like the Lord, how about Shemel Shah, put the spirit on me to see it, and we ran to that way, and no one else followed us. We were just the only one who could still see it, and we were the only ones who got away. And it was like this little bush, and we just dropped and ran and dived into the bushes that were tall. And we were hiding in there, but nevertheless, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai made a way for me to escape. And like I said, for Salakia, I can't articulate the dream and put a full context, but basically, what I got from that vision, I remember I woke up and I was like, damn near crying because it was like the only way we're gonna get out of this situation if Yahweh Shema Shai has mercy on us. Like Lord willing, us brothers and sisters, in this truth, 144,000 and 1/3, the Lord has mercy on us. Because you're not gonna get out of this by carnal means. It's literally gonna be so much going on that like you're not gonna be able to escape carnally. You have people with guns, etc., etc. When this thing goes down, it's gonna be so chaotic and so much panic and so much just bloodshed and everything going on. It's gonna be too much for you to just focus. The only thing that's gonna literally like this, I put it like this. Literally, the only thing that mattered in a split second, literally in a split second, carnality was gone. In a split second, the only thing that mattered was if Yahweh Shem Shai was dealing with you. That quickly, just boom, just that quickly. The only thing that mattered was Yahweh Shem Shai was dealing with you, and he was going to help lead you. Because like I said before, it was spiritual because like we were the only people who could see the exit, and it was like these other people, they were like confused. You could see the look on their faces; they were confused. They didn't know what was going on. They were panicking, and it just goes to show too these other people with these stupid philosophies, these other doctrines, these other people with Christian church, etc., etc. All these people who there is no God, etc., etc. These atheists and all these people, man, very soon, man, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose their minds because everything they had to put their trust in is either lies and is carnality. So the only thing that's going, like I said before, the only thing that's going to matter in that day is if Yahweh Shemel Shai is dealing with you. And I stress the name. I see why the elders, apostles, etc. stress the name because his name is so important, man. 'Cause that's literally the only thing I had. The only thing, because that's another thing in these notes. I remember when we first started running, I had a bag, but then I like dropped it. I remember when I woke up, I was just wondering, pondering, trying to ask the Lord, like, what was the meaning of that? I'm trying to understand the meaning of my dream. What I got from it was, hey, we're not going to have anything set up. You got people trying to stock up on food, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going to be like that. The only us Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that whole Lord willing, we're probably the elect. The only thing we're going to have in that day is faith, man. Faith. That's it. We're really going to have to rely on 100% faith. And that name is so important, man. That's why you got these guys like I always see lying, talking about most high in Christ blessed. Hey, look, man, in that day when in my dream, when they all hell broke loose, I was not calling on the most high in Christ blessed. In my head, I was thinking Yahweh Shem Al Shai, and I basically was like a imagine like a child, like a deer in the headlights frozen. And I basically was just asking the Lord like what to do, where I go. Okay, because like I didn't know where, like I said before, it was just so much confusion. Like, okay, so when I was just asking the Lord, I basically was just calling his name, like asking where to go, and then after he showed me, it's like like I said before, it's spiritual, but like it was in the dream, like I said before. So Salaki, if I'm not articulating it all the way, but basically the man, it was spiritual. He showed me the way because no one else could see it but us. The only people who could see it were the people who knew this truth, and he found a way to get us out of that situation in the midst of all that chaos, in the midst of all them troops. We escaped without being harmed or nothing, and we got out of the way and we hid. And I remember when we was in the bush, I just remember feeling extreme comfort in the name how about Hashem al Shai, man. That let me get through in the scriptures. That's why I got a couple of scriptures. Man, I remember like I said, the only thing we have is faith, man. And that name, man, that name is everything. The Lord, if you don't have Israelites, if you're an Israelite without the name, how about Hashem al Shai, man, without this true doctrine, the correct doctrine, that's that great millstone, man, you're gonna be through, man. You're gonna be done. There's no way you're gonna escape. It's gonna be too much. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. It says, the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Hawashai, is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe. And that's exactly how I felt in the dream. Like I said before, when I woke up, I was actually in tears crying because I understood the mercy that the Lord is going to have, because if the Lord doesn't have mercy on us, we're going to be absolutely finished, man. Because that name, I remember, like I said before, I remember having extreme comfort in that name. Because like as soon as I call on the name, I was like, how are you, how shall you, how? In my mind, I was basically, this is going to why you have to believe in faith, man, because we truly sincerely believe that there is no free will. We believe that Yahweh Shema Shai is the Heavenly Father, His Son is the Almighty. They control everything, and that's comforting because these other people, they don't understand what's going on. So when they see things happen, they think it's just coincidence or this is just man doing it. No, we understand in this truth that Yahweh Shema Shai has opened up our eyes, that we understand that He's in control of all things. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's going to be extremely comforting this time, because you understand why it's mass death. You understand why this chip is being forced, why there's all these troops, and you understand that the Lord can get you out of these situations, yo. So you really just gonna have to trust in Him, like the Lord is gonna hold our hand and help us, because if it's just up to us, we're gonna be through just like everybody else. Like I said before, that name was extremely comforting, man. I remember it just kept replaying in my head over and over and over again, man. I just kept playing it. Yeah, how shy, how shy. I was basically, you gotta put your focus on the Lord. You can't look at it from a carnal. It's like the Lord put a heavy spirit on me at that time too. It wasn't like like I wasn't looking carnal to get out. I was asking the Lord, like, Lord, I need help to get out of this. I said the name how again. I said how shy, how shy. Now I'm emphasizing it so much because the name is so important, man. You got these people coming all these false names like Yeshua, Jesus, Christ, Most High, Christ, blessed, different names. How they spell with the U and all this weird shit, man. Hey, you need the real names of Yahweh Shem Shai, the Heavenly Father, His Son. You got some people who don't believe in Yahweh Shai. They say I only call on Yahweh. You got some people say Yah. Hey, you need the full name, man. Because of that, again, I just read Proverbs 18 and 10. It says the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is a strong tower. The righteous run it into it and it's safe, man. And I felt completely safe. I had extreme comfort in that name, man. It feel like I said before, we know the Lord, like it says in the scriptures, it says the angels of the Lord camp around them that fear them. I feel like a stream presence, like I had help, like the Lord was with me in that day. But let me get something else. Let me look over these notes, man. Like I said before, my bag fell, and I believe that was symbolic of we're not gonna have no food stacked up or nothing. We're gonna be complete faith. That's another thing that happened. I was in the bush. I was like, oh, what am I gonna do about food? Because our hell was breaking loose. You understand? It was no more society basically. It was just you saw it come down with great wrath. Revelation 12 and 12. He's microchipping people, man. And that's again a deed. That's the mark of the beast, man. You can't understand that, man. You're gonna be through. You're gonna go take that chip and you're gonna die of nuclear destruction, man. The RFID chip or whatever acronym they end up coming out with. That is the mark of the beast, man. You're not supposed to take that chip in your head or your hand. In that dream, like I said before, they was running up to me, and I assume that to be these people who are going to realize the prophets were right, and they're going to panic in that day. Is that chip they were putting the chips in people's heads, man? And you better seen that. I'm gonna put in the post production. I'm gonna put some videos or like a picture of the chip, but everybody, brothers have seen it. But in case you haven't, I'll put it up, Lord willing. But it was like a dot in the head. You know how you have like you see the people with the chip, they have it in their hand. You can kind of see like the little incision right there. It was like that on people's heads and their foreheads, man. Like this nigga, hey, Esau is weak about to do it, man. And Esau is weak about to come down and try to microchip people, man. But the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna protect His people like He promised, man. Let me get a couple more scriptures though. I don't want to make this too long. I remember too in the vision. I remember I dropped my phone because I knew Esau was coming down. I know I didn't want him to track me or nothing, so we threw our phones. We threw the phones and we just ran. This is Revelation chapter 13. So like, let me get it real quick. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell that, save he that had the mark, or the name of his, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." And that mark for the beast is the microchip. It's the microchip. It's the microchip. You can't see it's the microchip. You're either gonna do one or two things. You're either gonna take that chip and be condemned, or you're gonna panic when all hell breaks loose, man. Because that chip is gonna be made mandatory, man. It's clear as day, man. It shouldn't even be discussed anymore, man. This is Ciroc, man. 'Cause I remember, I just want to get this too, because I remember at that point, man, I just had complete trust in those names, man. And those names are everything, man. If you don't have nothing else, you need to have the name, okay? It says in Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?" And we're going to have to call on the name of the Lord non-stop when all hell breaks loose, man. This is why, brothers, we always, brothers in the truth, we already do that now. We always think, hey, you get to somewhere, your location safely, you think, how about Shimei Shai? When you're on your way there, you throw up a prayer and ask the Lord to help get you there safely, man. You need to get used to calling on how about Shimei Shai and relying on him and having trust in that prayer. When you throw up a prayer, you can't just throw it up and it be vanity. You got to actually really believe, man. Let me get that. And Salakia, this is kind of out of place, It was just that dream was just, it was real, man. It was Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. It says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Shah, must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him," man. And that's what his name means, Yahweh, which means he exists. He is, okay? He is everything, omnipotence, And the son, Yahweh Shah, means he delivers, he's salvation, he saves, okay? And that's what the names we're going to need very soon, man. Like I said before in this point, and again, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, it says, "Without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Shimei Shai must believe that he is." You have to believe that, man. When all hell breaks loose, you have to really believe that the Lord is going to guide you and get you out of these situations. Because I remember in a dream, I really believed, man. I remember I had full trust in Yahweh Shimei Shai. Like I said, before I was panicking, and then I immediately just ran to that name. Like I said, Proverbs 18 and 10. I'm saying it again because this point is so crucial, man. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe, man. And it's a strong tower, man. I immediately just fled there, And you feel safe, like I said before. It's like you feel like us. Some brothers know this truth. You feel like a spiritual hedge around you, But let me get this, because this was the point. Because this was about to happen, man. We brothers, we always say this. Because brothers we always say the hopeful elect, and that's what we're supposed to do. Like the scriptures tell you, we don't dare make ourselves that number. We don't say we're part of the elect, the 144,000. We don't say that, but hey, we're about to find out if we are, because I put like the way the Lord's gonna have this thing is literally gonna be the only way you can get out of these situations is if Yahweh Shimei Shah is gonna have mercy on you and deal with you, man. Because like I said, for when I woke up, I started crying, man, because it was literally no way. It was like it's just gonna be too much, man. You're gonna have to worry about the other citizens going on. You're gonna have to worry about Esau and his troops. And when they do start gunning everybody down, you're gonna have to you have to worry about famine, because ain't gonna be no food out here, man. You gonna have to worry about wild beasts. It's just gonna be too much, man. You're literally the only way we're gonna get out of here is the mercy of the Lord, man. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." And again, hey, these troops ain't gonna spare nobody, man. If you a U.S. citizen, hey, you either gonna get gunned down, taken to a FEMA camp, get chipped, whatever it is. They don't care if you're Israelite or heathen, but we all know the Lord's gonna send heavy judgment to Israel first. As it is written, it said, "Judgment must begin at the house of Israel." But nevertheless, all these heathens are through. And these Edomites know it too. That's why there's a lot of videos, these Edomites coming out, talking about how the evil shit, exposing Esau, what he's about to do, because they know it's over with. Hey, Esau, he's going to come in with extreme prejudice, man. It ain't going to be, and the Lord's going to put the spirit on him to do that, man. Because these people in this Babylon need judgment, man. But nevertheless, says they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yeah, everybody's about to lose everything, man. All these riches, everything. No, it's just gonna be on foot, like it says earlier in this chapter. I didn't get it, but it's brothers know it. Be a pilgrims upon the earth. It says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shah is your God. And this was the point I wanted to get because, like, going to my point, I was saying, brothers always say we're the hopeful elect, and we're about to find out if we're part of the elect. Because, again, the only way we're going to get out of here if Yahweh Shema Shah makes a way for us, okay? So we're going to know because the Lord going to have to do great things, man. And the Lord is going to do great things to magnify his name, man. I'm going to get that in the scriptures, Lord willing, to finish this out. But, hey, we about to find, we about to find out if we're part of the elect or not. You about to find out you put a 1/3 remnant. You about to find out the Lord's dealing with you, has been dealing with you all this time. Like it says, then shall they be known who am I chosen. So all these false camps, God's calling on the wrong name, misleading, taking deals and stuff. Hey, everybody's about to find out the truth, man. Who the Lord is really dealing with? Because literally the only way you're gonna be get out of these situations is if the Lord's dealing with you. Because literally, I didn't find that. I'm telling you, it sounds like it wasn't like big or anything, but literally the only way we saw that exit out that no one else saw, it was all through the Spirit. Like I said right here, it says, "Be ye not afraid, or neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide." Okay. And that's exactly what it is. You can't doubt you how about Shemel Shah is going to get you, man. Like I heard Elder Kazak say a long time ago, and so he says it sometimes in his videos. He says, "Just believe." It's true. Just believe. Just don't stop believing. Just believe, and don't even if you have to wait. And the Lord makes you wait a couple of days to eat something before He lets you find some food. Before he helps, he may set up. Lord has this thing set up already. He may have you stumble across some food. You just gotta wait and be patient. And just keep believing, man. Don't stop believing. Don't doubt. Don't be like, man, I don't think the Lord's dealing with me. Yeah, just believe, man. This is part of why the Lord said this in Second Edges, man. Let me get that. Second Edges chapter 9. Verse 7, it says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, wherein ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said peril, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." You see? So this is why it's important to be putting your best foot forward, because we all know you're not gonna get saved by works. Is like I said in that vision, literally the only thing that mattered was faith. It was, did you believe? You have to believe he is. You have to believe in Yahweh Shema Shah. You have to believe he can deliver you out of situations, man. You gotta ask him where to go, ask him where help guide you. That's the only thing that's gonna get you out of this situation. But nevertheless, that's why it says everyone has to be saved to escape by his works and his faith. Hey, this is building confidence, brothers, because us putting our best foot forward, us being hated by this world, us not hated by your family, just getting disowned by your family for not celebrating the little wicked holidays or whatever, not celebrating their birthday, not celebrating your own birthday, not eating pork, etc. That's all. It's all works. It's gonna give you. I put it like this. It's gonna give you confidence in that day. You be like, look, I did. I've been trying my best to do what I'm supposed to do. I believe the Lord got me. Otherwise, it's someone who gets sounding his ass the whole time, and then all hell's gonna be loose. All hell's gonna break loose, and you're gonna doubt if the Lord's dealing with you. So, like I said before, I don't want to make this video too long, but that's why I'm the last verse I'm gonna get. I just remember, man, we're gonna have to cleave onto the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, heavy, man. Cause that's the only way that's literally the only thing that's gonna get you out of here, man. Not guns, not anything, bro. This is Psalms chapter 51. It says, Slakia, it might be 50. Yeah, it's like it. Psalms chapter 50, verse 15. It says, "And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me." And that's exactly what we're about to do. Again, we're about to be calling on the names of the Lord a lot, man, because we're going to need it, man. Because otherwise, we're going to be through, man. Because the Lord's in control of all things, and he sees all things. The Lord has his angels everywhere. So you call on the name of the Lord can deliver you, man. You got to honestly believe that. Because all these people who don't have faith in a higher power, like Elder Yasharam is saying that, he's saying you're going to need a higher power. We're going to need a higher power in Jacob's trouble. And those who don't have faith in a God, all these people who say they believe in God, or even these people who don't say they believe in God, or I believe my gun, I believe in this and that. Hey, all those people, all their philosophy is about to fail, man. The only thing that's going to be left standing but at the end of Jacob's trouble is just truth, man. Even at the beginning, like literally, I put it like this: it was no pride in that day. Like it's like the Lord tell you in Isaiah chapter 13, He'll punish the world for their evil. I mean, I'll go ahead and get it. The book of Isaiah chapter 13. Verse 11, it says, "I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terror." But it was no proud people that day. Again, it was just nothing but a spirit of confusion and fear, man. There's confusion and fear everywhere. It says, verse 12, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge over." Yeah, because everybody else was losing their mind. Again, like I said before, you had men knocking other people over, knocking women, children over, running around trying to get over people. It's just complete chaos, man. And that, hey, that's why the brothers in His truth, it says, it's gonna be more pressing than fine gold, because we're gonna be the only ones in our right mind and sane, bro. Because these people in America, especially these people in America, man, Babylon are great. They're so soft, man. They're not ready for what's about to happen. And again, I'm not even trying to say that for us. Hey, we wouldn't really be ready for what's happening. But the reason we are, why? Because we got Yahweh Shema Shah. That's our strong tower, man. That's our rock, man. This is why we preach to our people, man, to come back to your God, man. Because if you don't come back to your God, if you're an Israelite and you're not connected to your power source, you're not connected to Yahweh Shema Shah, then you literally are you just through, man. You done, man. Israelite without the spiritual connection to Yahweh Shah, and then it goes up to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, you're through, man. You're not gonna have just through, man. Like brothers say, through. That's it. You're gonna be through, man. It's same, simple and plain as that, man. The only thing you're gonna have is faith. And again, Lord willing, my dream comes true. Cause the Lord put a heavy spirit of faith in me, man. I immediately ran to the names, man. The names worked, man, to deliver me, So Lord willing, this is edifying. I had to put this up on my immediately, as soon as I could. I had tried to bring it out earlier, but I was outside walking. Satan, it started raining and pouring down. I got drenched, etc. But Lord willing, you edify, man. I had a quick dream, But hey, Jacob shows about to happen, man, very very soon. But again, we don't have nothing to fear, man, because Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna come through for us, man. And we've been sincerely putting our best foot forward, trying to get on His good side. The Lord's gonna have our back, man. But hey, Lord willing, you edify. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah by Shema Kakadash. I'm gonna give double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone from who are learning the truth, from who will well. I say shalom to you, sincere brothers out there pushing His word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.